You know, coronavirus is not the only danger that's threatening some parts of this nation on this Easter Sunday. There's flooding, hail, and tornadoes. Well, they've been hammering Americans in the southeast and southwest. Take a look. You can see the hail falling hard. That happens to be outside San Angelo, Texas. Christina Coleman is live in Los Angeles with the very latest on this. You know, Christina, on top of the virus, you got the disturbing, troubling weather.
That's right, Eric. It's a lot to deal with. A likely tornado has hit northern Louisiana in the city of Monroe. City officials there tweeting that there's been damage in multiple locations, including at one of the office buildings at the Monroe Regional Airport complex. The mayor and airport director just announced all flights out of that airport have been canceled until further notice due to weather and debris removal. And we're also hearing reports that there's been a few minor injuries from this likely tornado, but it just touched down about an hour ago, so we'll be learning much more on the damage and whether anyone was badly hurt from this. Also in Iowa, rain and hail pounded down as lightning flashed across that area. And take a look again at the large hail in San Angelo, Texas. That's about 200 miles northwest of Austin. And, you know, that's rough for anyone who may have been outside when that storm hit, or for anyone with vehicles parked outside. It's just never fun to see the damage that large hail like that does to your car. Also, multiple counties in Mississippi are under a tornado warning right now. These strong storms can end up impacting millions of Americans. Here's Arkansas's governor on America's News headquarters with reaction.
Well, we are concerned. In fact, last week, Jonesboro got hit with a tornado that had about 4 miles of destructive path. And so anytime we're in season, you have to worry about it. Last year, we had a flood as well. Notwithstanding that, our folks are resilient. They understand adversity, but it's incredible to have to handle the virus and then other potential threats at the same time.
Yeah, it could be rough. You know, the fallout from this strong storm system could really offer a double whammy for all those charities and groups already offering help to people in need during this coronavirus crisis, especially when it comes to hunger rescue organizations who may already be low on inventory from helping out the millions of people hit hard financially right now from being laid off during this pandemic. Eric?
It is difficult. Christina, thank you.
Welcome back on the Storm Watch. This morning, at least 6 people are dead after tornadoes and severe storms swept through parts of the South. The wicked weather leveling hundreds of homes and leaving thousands without power. CBS 4's Laura Podesta has the latest.
Man, y'all gotta come together. Look here, man. Look at this, y'all.
Homes in Monroe, Louisiana were severely damaged or decimated by a tornado Easter Sunday. It bent or knocked down dozens of utility poles, blocking roads and cutting electricity to residents. This building's siding was nearly peeled off.
I heard this really loud bang, and I was like, okay, well, the window's gone, but I didn't expect this type of destruction when I came outside.
The tornado was powerful enough to overturn this semi-truck and cause an estimated $30 million in damage at the regional airport. The mayor acknowledged that cleanup will be more difficult with coronavirus concerns.
We are resilient. The community will come together as always. I want to remind people of social distancing because we're still dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic.
One state over, in Mississippi, the storm turned deadly. In the west central part of the state, it toppled this building where seasonal workers are said to stay during the harvest. No one was believed to be injured there. Northern parts of the country saw inclement weather Sunday, like spring snowfall in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Clouds and precipitation are now heading toward the northeast, as WBZ's meteorologist David Epstein warned.
Yes, there's heavy downpours, but it's that wind that is perhaps what we are really focused on, because it could lead to scattered power outages here during the daytime on Monday.
He advises people to have their cell phones charged and perhaps a meal ready in case electricity goes out. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
The governors of Louisiana and Mississippi have both declared states of emergency after Sunday's severe weather.
People were in these houses. They were inside these houses. These houses are flattened. These houses are destroyed. One guy out there, his total house has been moved, and when it was moved, he was sitting down.
When I seen the rain coming in sideways, and then I could hear on this side of my ear, I could hear the tornado making rumbling noises. So I went in the bathroom and took shelter. When I got out and saw the damage, and it's humbling to see the community we grew up in destroyed.
We've got more now on that deadly storm system that Mola talked about. At least 33 people have died as tornadoes carved a path of destruction from Texas to the Carolinas. This outbreak comes as the entire country deals with the coronavirus outbreak. And tonight, the storms are barreling up the East Coast, and nearly 60 million Americans are under watches and warnings. Mireya Villarreal is in the hard-hit Monroe, Louisiana. Mireya?
We know, Nora, 12 homes in this neighborhood are completely destroyed. The family living here just had seconds to find cover before the tornado ripped right through their home, tearing apart the walls and the roof before moving east to do more damage. Sunrise revealed a stark new reality in Bassfield, Mississippi. Massive damage left behind, a surreal scene after a powerful tornado packing 150-mile-per-hour winds swept through 18 counties yesterday. Hundreds of homes and businesses were swept off their foundations. Mississippi suffered the highest death toll of at least 11 killed.
We just hunkered down, and all of a sudden it quit. And we were in the eye of it. I mean, it just went calm.
Some had no choice but to spend the night in a shelter, making concerns about coronavirus and social distancing an additional worry. Overnight, the storm steamrolled through 12 states from Texas to West Virginia. CBS digital journalist Jesse Mitchell covered the devastation in Georgia.
This is the hardest hit area in Chatsworth, where 5 people were killed. Chris Watson is picking up the pieces of his home. He and his wife took shelter in their bathroom when their trailer took a direct hit Sunday night, sending them 75 feet away. You were in the closet?
When it picked the trailer up and throwed us out about 10 foot apart, God was watching us.
Yeah. Here in Monroe, Louisiana, the Grayson family was watching local church services on their television when the tornado warning came through. 10 people were inside, and they all survived.
As long as we're here, I mean, we just got to keep surviving, keep striving, come together, and make this work, and help each other through hard times. That's all I can say. That's the only way, no other way. Keep God first.
Officials say that this damage is consistent with an EF3 tornado, and now the system that moved through here is hitting the northeast with wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour so far. Nora?
All right, Mireya, thank you so much.
As if the pandemic hasn't upended life enough, some parts of the U.S. are now bracing for the biggest weather threat so far of the spring season. A powerful storm cell unleashed lightning and hail in southwest Texas Friday. Flood warnings stretch from California to the deep south. Tornadoes and damaging winds are expected through Monday, with the most severe weather likely on Easter Sunday. Meteorologist Jeff Baradelli joins us with the nation's weather. Jeff, good morning. That does not sound good.
Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, we need to take this threat very seriously, as you said, especially on Sunday. But even today in Texas, we're going to see severe weather, the possibility of a few isolated tornadoes. Let's start out by showing you what's going to be happening and why this is going to be such a significant outbreak of severe weather. We have a strong jet stream right now. An area of low pressure has been spinning around in California. That is going to be ejecting to the east. As it does so, it's going to invigorate a very strong subtropical jet stream with winds aloft over 100 miles an hour. At the surface, the Gulf of Mexico right now is really warm, 4 to 8 degrees above normal. That's going to supply a lot of warmth, humidity, and instability. All right, let's show you hour by hour what's going to happen. Storms developing this morning in Texas. As we head through the day, the worst of it could be Dallas down to around Houston. After that, that's going to move to the east, and look at what happens in Texas. Another surge of severe weather. That's the one we're really concerned about. During the day on Sunday, lots of thunderstorms, supercell thunderstorms possible. Could be long track tornadoes. Be very, very careful. Make sure you pay attention to any warnings that are issued from the National Weather Service. And the other side of the storm is snow, and a lot of snow. We could see 6 to 12 inches in parts of the upper Midwest, maybe even more than that. Watch out in places like Minneapolis. That's the swath of snow. You can see it right there. There's a lot of heavy snow on the way. One other thing I want to mention to you is there are likely going to be tornado warnings in the southeast. Shelters are likely to be open, but I know a lot of people may not want to go because of COVID-19. If a big tornado is headed towards you, you have to have a plan today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, Jeff.
We're not in the studio.
One in the studio here, and Michelle and Dana at home. But good to see you, Jeff.
That's right.
Thank you very much.